And her previous job had been bookkeeping in Boots the chemist. So I think that background gave her the qualifications to apply for a job in the hire purchase office at Allders, which at the time was the flagship store for the Southeast, where anybody in the Southeast would go to purchase clothes, furniture, if they weren't actually going to London. So it was a very big store and a big department. When she first started, I think even Mum was a bit overwhelmed by the size of the store and everything that they had out on display and the members of staff that they used to have. But of course, she was there every day and got very used to it. And because she was working in hire purchase, she actually worked with every department of the store and got to know the personnel really quite well. And my opinion is that Mum got on incredibly well with senior members of staff. She was a very knowledgeable lady and had a lot of credibility about her. She was always extremely polite, and she knew how to conduct herself with others at all levels, at all times. And she was a very businesslike lady who I think accorded a lot of respect in the store from all levels of staff. It was very formal working. Nobody was called by their Christian name. And in fact, throughout Mum's working life, she was Mrs. White. And that continued throughout. She had a few close colleagues who would perhaps call her by her Christian name when they weren't working, when they were at social events. But at work, it was always by her surname, Mrs. White. She was treated very well and very respectfully, but never at the same level as a man. And in fact, this came to pass when she was due to retire. Her pension wasn't as much as a man would have been in the same position. And I've got correspondence where she appealed about that to the board of directors. And I think in the end, looking at Mum's record of service, they did look favourably at that. But even in 1982, the way men were treated as opposed to women still wasn't equal. Nothing like it is today. And Mum, quite rightly, she did fight for her rights in a very pleasant, businesslike way. This is Mum, Violet White, who I've been talking about, and this is a lovely photograph taken of Mum on what would have been her 85th birthday.